So, you may already know about the MetGala challenge, which is a social media challenge where people are supposed to recreate famous Met Gala outfits at home. If you all know, the Met Gala should be happening around now or sometime soon, but for quite obvious reasons, it has been either cancelled or postponed. I don't think they've said anything about that yet. It's just the fact that it's not happening right now. Now, I'm a little bit late to the game, but I did want to try this out, seeing everybody else do it. A lot of them are cosplayers who have very high quality recreations, but apparently it doesn't really matter what skill level you have, you just need to recreate an outfit. Now, Met Gala 2019 is probably the first one that I actually paid close attention to. Like, I knew it was happening, I just didn't really follow it up until now. But then this past year, a bunch of people that I followed on social media were really following it, and I wanted to know what was going on, so I started looking at it as well. And probably my favorite outfit out of all of them was Michael Urie's look that is on the screen right now. I don't know if I'm pronouncing his name correctly. I cannot pronounce names, but I think this is amazing, and I thought it was really cool when I first saw it. And I kind of left it at fast forward almost exactly a year. This entire recreate the outfits at home type challenge is happening, and personally I would wear this myself, but I do not have the materials to do that for a full-size recreation. So I decided to do the next best thing that I knew how to do, which is create it in miniature. That is what I'm doing right now, and I hope you'll enjoy. So right here, whoops, it's caught on the camera. So this is the brief concept that I've created for the face up, and I've also deconstructed the hairstyle so I can sort of work it out. The doll that I'm making this on has a female body, but I do still want the facial hair and stuff like that, just to add to the whole symmetric look. I also created this sketch for the outfit, which I created off camera. Actually, I created it in a live stream. You may be able to find it on my page. YouTube is kind of weird with live streams right now, and sometimes my live streams don't get uploaded for some reason. But yeah, it should be somewhere in there. I also created a pattern making live stream as well. These days I've been making most of the parts of the doll that I normally don't show in videos in live streams. It's not always the case, but I do it a lot, so stay tuned for that. What I've already done is painted the scalp a dark purple so it'll match the hair later. First thing I want to do is to do the face up. Now, my gas mask is back in commission now, but now the weather is bad, so I'm gonna do most of this with acrylic paint as usual, but because it already has a pretty rough matte surface, I might be able to do the bottom few layers with pastel and pencil. But either way, that's what I'm gonna do next. I'm gonna divide the face in half using some masking tape just so I can get that clean separation between the two faces. And I'm gonna start off with the right side because that's probably the look that I'm better at doing, and I want to get that over with before we move on to something more challenging. Do the eyebrows for either of them yet because I want to draw them at the same time so that they're symmetrical. Okay, that's enough talk, let's get started. So this is how the doll looks. I think I'll add a little bit of faint blushing on this side of the face. I feel like there's not much dimension on this side. Alright, yeah, there we go. That has a little bit more life. Now I'm just gonna seal this away, and I think the face is done. See on camera, but I've divided the head into 3 sections. One half for the long hair, a piece for the straight hair, and a piece for flock. This is my first time flocking a doll, and I'm very excited. Technically, you can buy powder for flocking. It's basically just powderized fluff that you can glue to your doll's head for the effect of very, very short hair or shaved hair. Or you could just take a dull pair of scissors and chew up some unthreaded yarn, and you basically get the same thing. So I have some in a jar right here made out of dark brown yarn, and I'm gonna glue it onto this back section of the doll's head. Basically, to do that, I'm just gonna take some glue and squeeze it out right here. This bottle is really tough. There you go. Brush and smooth that out, and then cover it entirely in flock. It's important to do this over a piece of paper so that you don't get a mess and that you don't waste flock. So basically, I'm just going to scoop this all back together and pour it back into the jar to use again later. I'm gonna leave this out to dry, brush off the excess, apply more glue, and then repeat the process until I can't see the scalp anymore. Because I painted the scalp a dark brown, I don't think I'm gonna need too much flock to cover everything. While I wait for the flock to dry, I just remembered something. If you've seen the original picture, you know that he has several tattoos on the exposed side of his arm. I may not be making an exact copy of Michael Urie, but I want to add the tattoos because I feel like it adds a very special effect to the whole look. So I'm not going to do exact copies of the tattoos, but I'm going to try to mimic some of them to get that feel. Did as many as I could on camera, but I also made some off camera. I did reference the picture for most of them, but many I just kind of made up. But I think this has the effect that I'm going for. How much of this I can show on camera, but I'm gonna do my best to do as much as I can. I think I showed this in the live stream too, but I made 2 sets of wefts, both the same color. Also, people in the live stream helped me choose the color of the hair. So I made a bunch of curly ones for the right side of the head, and I also made a bunch of straight ones for the left side of the head. And the flocking has dried, and I did the coats that I needed, and it looks pretty good for a first attempt. I actually quite like this. So now I'm just going to glue the wefts onto the head. Let's start with the right side since I've already started on that side. So that's the short side of the hair. Now I'm going to use the curly wefts to do the rest of the hair. I don't think that side will need that much trimming, maybe a little styling. But yeah, this is probably one of my first very short hairstyles. I don't know if I pull it off right, but I think it looks good. Okay. For a first attempt, I think it looks okay. Yeah, I'm just going to move on. Alright, and that's how the curly side works. It's a lot easier. I just needed to glue everything on, and it actually looks better than I thought it would. It's really nice. So yeah, that's what the entire head looks like. So let's add the extra details. You already noticed I put on the respective earrings on each side. Since this doll already came with pierced ears and I didn't want a gaping hole on the side without the earring, I found this black stud earring, which I believe is from Invisibility, which is a male Monster High character. A lot of the guys also have earrings, so this is what that comes from. And this one is an Ever After High apple white earring, I think. I only had one of these, and it was for the right ear, so it was perfect. I also have another apple white bracelet, I believe that's what this is from. So those are all the accessories. And I also made all the tattoos. They're kind of rubbing off, but I think that gives them the right worn effect. For the outfit, you may have seen it on my Instagram. If you don't follow my Instagram, please do, because I post frequent updates about work in progress dolls. But anyway, for the outfit, I made the top part, which is the suit jacket and the dress half. This was very interesting to make, but I managed to do it. It was quite difficult, but also very fun. And as for the bottom half, I really only needed the suit trousers, but I also made a pink shorts as well, so that the pants have something to attach to on the other side. As for the shoes, I was able to find this Through the Woods Poppy O'Hare shoe. I did not paint this one, I just left it black. I felt like it really matched the one in the reference picture that I'm using. And the other shoe is a Legacy Day Holly, maybe? Or something like that. It was like a really fancy Holly outfit. And, no, not Holly, Ashland. That was one that I had a while back. And I didn't particularly care for the shoes, but once I painted them the right color, a pale pink, used to be like a neon pink. Once I painted it this color, it actually looks really nice, and I'm glad to be able to use it on this doll. So these are the shoes, the pants, and the top. I'm just going to put the entire doll together. You notice the considerable damage to this side of the leg. I actually bought it secondhand, and it was really messed up. It was a set with another doll or something, if I remember correctly, and I wanted the other doll, and this one was pretty much free by that standard. So yeah, I'm just glad I'm able to use this one. And with that, I think we are done. I love all the tiny little details that I was able to add to this doll. The clothes especially were very challenging, but in the end, I'm really liking the end product. So I hope you guys enjoyed that video. If you did, please remember to like and comment and share it with anyone else who might like it. Recently, my engagement has been really bad, probably because of the hiatus I took. YouTube is kind of pushing my videos back and not letting people see them. So yeah, I hope you guys will help me out on that, because this was a very difficult project and I want more people to see it. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!